Laugh House Production, what's going on? What's up? What's up? This, I'm actually doing something new in my office, a Laugh House Production mobile, so I'm doing something new. This will be, I will be doing this, posting and talking about certain topics, stories, and posting these lies and what Project Bluebeam is all about. So I want to share this to everyone. Let's share this. Let's share in the live. Peace and love. Peace and love. Salute. Peace and love. This is Jay. I will be talking about fake UFOs and this guy right here, Mr. Bill Gates. Obviously, he's in very bit of a trouble. He's actually wanted. There's a warrant out for his arrest. So let me go ahead and make sure y'all subscribe, share, like, comment. Don't matter. I really wanted to talk about this. And I feel like it's the right time. So I'm live. I'm live on my YouTube. Peace and love. Peace and love. Salute. Salute. Let me see. Salute. Peace and love. So let's go on with the topic. I'm not gonna edit this video. I'm not gonna do nothing to this video. This will be live, raw, and uncut. Coming to you straight. No chaser, for real. So anyways, about this Project Bluebeam, I feel like it already happened. The reason why I say that is because back then, let's talk about, let's go back, right? Let's go back and, excuse me, for y'all don't know, after Pearl Harbor, a few months later, the West Coast experienced something like no other. They call it Battle of Los Angeles. That's what they call it. So like any other normal day, normal night, peace and love. So any other normal day and normal night, so I gotta share this live. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I was being rudely interrupted. There you go. I was being rudely interrupted, so I had to put a do not disturb. But anyways, I was basically talking about what happened back then, how Project Bluebeam already happened. And the reason why I say that is because 1942, around February, something happened in the West Coast. A large craft, now they call this a mothership, a large, unidentified object arrived around 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, everybody was sleeping, right? The Americans, all the American citizens were sleeping. Some were, I'm pretty sure, some were outside, hanging out, whatever, etc., etc. But what's crazy is I got real hard evidence on what happened that night. And I'm not gonna say his name, but this man was my neighbor and veteran on top of that, former pilot in the Air Force. It's crazy. He's actually in ICU right now. He's an old man. He's like 82, I believe. Just turning 82, I believe. I'm not going to say his name, but I will say his name after, everything that comes out. I will say his name. I will, because he was my neighbor, and I actually got a full hour interview from him. So it's very important, very important. The reason why I'm going live and speaking about this is because it's important. It's important that we talk about this and we shine a light. It is. It's very important, because what these officials and these government, the shadow government and the officials, what they doing, we don't know what's out there. Us as regular people, we don't know what's out there. We're going by government he say, she say. We're going by what people experience. We also going by whistleblowers. Now, are those whistleblowers there to tell the truth, or are they just there to, are they a plan? We don't know. But let me tell you guys something. What I do know is what I experienced, okay, during the pandemic. Mind you, I'm living in California, Santa Monica. I lived right on the beach, across the street from the beach. And I don't mean to go off topic here, but it's the reason why I believe in UFOs now. Why I believe in man-made UFOs. Because what I saw was clearly a unknown object. It was unidentified. Now, was this a military, was this a advanced military craft? I don't know. But what I do know from research and doing my homework, Area 51, isn't Area 51 a highly classified military base? Okay. Area 51 is a highly classified military base. Yes. Are they holding aliens or extraterrestrials there? We don't know. But what I do know is, we don't know because some people are speculative about and questioning about what is Area 51. Now, my opinion on Area 51, I've seen Area 51. I've been out in the desert. I've camped out there before. And let me tell you guys something I experienced. I couldn't believe it. I wasn't scared because it was I had adrenaline inside that I couldn't believe it, that I was destined to find out, what does Area 51 hold? And why do Area 51 host unidentified objects at 3 o'clock in the morning? You see a bunch of unidentified objects doing multiple activities. That's why I question. Because when I was camping out there, I was questioning, and the light bulb came. That's when it started hitting me. Boom. Area 51 is a military base for advanced unidentified crafts. If it's man-made or alien-made, doesn't matter. What does matter is they got a hold of this technology. And this technology is so advanced that it scares the living crap of humans, human civilizations. Because there are war stories, Vietnam. There are war stories about how some army men, some vets, approached a unidentified object, and some were burnt because of that. Supposedly, some men were taken and never brought back, were missing. Supposedly, the military said that the soldiers that went missing, they lied and said they died in combat. That's what they said. That's what certain vets were saying in the Vietnam War. They saw something out there. They saw something out there. They experienced something out there like no other, something out of this world. Now, is it true or is it false? There's a little evidence out there, but I advise you guys to do your own research. Heavy research. Do your homework. Don't go by a video or a government video, because we all know that government alters a lot of stuff. We don't know if the moon landing was real or fake. What I could tell you is, if it was fake or if it was real, do I believe the moon landing was fake in '69? Yes. Do I believe we landed on the moon later on? Yes, I do. But when Hollywood was behind the moon landing in '69, I started questioning. And this is coming from a person who worked in Hollywood. This is coming from a person who used to work for Paramount. So I questioned, just like everybody else that worked in Paramount, all the staffs. Because I'm not going to say too much, but there's a warehouse, a huge warehouse that no one can go to. No one. unless you got clearance. But you have to be at a high level, at a very high level, to actually go in that warehouse. What's in that warehouse? We don't know. And I'm speaking facts. And this goes out to, you know, certain people that still work in Paramount. They know exactly what I'm talking about. They know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not going to say the warehouse number. I don't want to get, restricted again. But if anyone is familiar with Paramount and the film studio, if they're familiar with that, then they're familiar with the warehouse that is completely restricted, that is blocked off. Right? So, my understanding is, since working in the studio, I've gotten in trouble. I've gotten in trouble for being around that area from security. And I was told from other security that if I was catched around that area, that they will call the higher ups and I'll get in trouble. I'm not supposed to be around that area. And this goes to some of the people that do still work there to this day. So my understanding is that what is real and what is fake. About this Project Bluebeam, how the government is working on a fake alien invasion. I think that already happened already. But like I was saying earlier about what I saw, what I experienced that night in Santa Monica. That's why I wanted to go out to Area 51 and see it for myself. You can't really go to Area 51. You can't even, you could reach at a certain point, but you can't go further. You can't. Just can't. It is completely restricted. For real. But if you bring your binoculars and whatnot and camp out, trust and believe, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights, you'll see some activities. I guarantee. Now, camping out in the desert, it's at your own risk. I'm not saying go out there and risk your life. No, because it's at your own risk. I went out there on my own risk. I could have died out there in the desert. For real, because it gets crazy at night. And it gets very cold. But if you like me, who's willing to search for the truth, who goes directly to the main source to find the truth. Because what I experienced that night in Santa Monica was, it messed me up mentally. Because what I saw that night, I couldn't believe it. There were multiple crafts flying over. And these were advanced, I'm talking about super advanced, unidentified, flying objects. Now, these objects were super, super, super advanced. Good thing that I caught a long time video. I say about like almost 40 minutes, almost an hour. And I was able to post it on Instagram. But you can only post a certain amount of minutes on Instagram. So Instagram has what, like 15 minutes of my video or something? I think 20, 15 minutes or something. So these crafts were forming like a triangle. So when these crafts were forming like a triangle, I got all that on video. I couldn't believe it. I was so stung that I couldn't even talk. Excuse me. Like now. So I was so stung. Because I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I've been wanting to see a UFO for a very long time. I've been dying to run into aliens or whatever you want to call it, extraterrestrial, phenomenal, dimensional beings, or whatever you want to call it. And that day answered my question, because I got to see what these crafts can do. And what I mean by that, I mean by these crafts were breaking the laws of physics. The way they were moving, how fast they were moving, it was unbelievable. I mean, when I couldn't believe it. When I sat there and continued filming these crafts form a triangle, about 15 minutes or so, and separated. And as they were separating, two just zipped out from the bottom. It's just like zipped. And the other two up top zipped also. It was like a formation, you know, like a line formation. When I saw that, I was like, that's not a drone. I don't care what you call it, whatever. A drone cannot, listen, first of all, a drone, you can hear a drone. Second, you can see drone lights blinking. No matter how advanced the lights, whatever, on the drone, that night, what I capture on video were not drones. We're not helicopters. We're not planes. It was clearly a UFO. And I caught multiple UFOs on a video. That night changed my life. For real, that night changed my life. Because now I started questioning even more. So as I was out to seek for answers, I wouldn't believe what I experienced, man. For real. I get it now. I get why certain people are scared to come out and talk about what they experienced because of the consequences. I've been seeing unmarked cars. I've been approached by agents, for real, unidentified agents. And it didn't scare me. It just made me more clear of, I guess I'm moving closer to the answer. And anyone who is willing to know and understand that when you get deep into declassified evidence that it is shown to us by these hackers, when you go out on your own and you seek these stories or these events, and all of a sudden you experienced it, certain people refuse to go out in public. It's not that because they want to, it's not because the public will think they're crazy. No, it's because they're frightened. They're scared to come out with certain information because they were either threatened or they being monetized, which is understandable. But what is real or fake? Now, if this was fake, why are the military so eager and so focused on monetizing American citizens, especially when they go through an experience that's out of this world? And why hide information about what is out there? Why hide it? Is it because it's going to prove what you've been hiding this whole time? Or is it going to prove you've been lying this whole time? All we have is a question mark. It's all we have. But what is clearly is shown to us, what is clearly happening, there's no hiding from the truth. There's always going to be evidence, even if they try to hide it. There's always going to be evidence. So, again, what is really out there? I believe we're not the only ones here. I do believe there are other beings out there. I do believe that. I do believe that the aliens we think or expect, or what we expect them to be, I think there are dimensional beings. There are. And the only way you could talk to them is through psychedelics and so on. Now, is the government trying to hide information about these beings? Is the government, did the government or Nevada, or did Nevada push the Bible out to translate these beings as angels and demons? That's the question I ask. That's a question I want answered, but I will never get answered. The only answer you will get is if you do psychedelics, because then you could talk to these beings, or when you're sleeping, because when you do sleep, your body's releasing DMT, which is dimethyltryptamine. So a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. For real. It is. It's a lot. And then we got this idiot, Bill Gates. I mean, this guy here, you know, this man right here is clearly wanted, and he actually got a bounty in his head. Yeah, India is not playing. India is not playing with this guy. This guy could roam through Switzerland or certain places in Europe, but he refused to step a foot in India. And if one of the Indian intelligence get a hold of him, so supposedly, excuse me, not supposedly, Bill Gates and his ex-wife, supposedly is one of the reasons why his ex-wife left him. Bill Gates experimented a vaccine that killed over 280,000 people. Got him sick. This man is clearly a evil, satanic. This man here, he never invented anything. Let's be real. never invented anything. The only thing he invented is how to smooth talk and how to get into your head. That's the only thing he invented. Now, don't get me wrong, he's smart. Yes, he's smart. But he's too smart for his own good. Because certain people like me could see right through him. We could see the cons straight up, man. For real. And he is a very intelligent nerd. Very clever nerd. Very clever. Stole ideas from his own college mates. His roommates. You guys won't believe who his roommates were. Steve Jobs was one of them. Steve Jobs was actually one of his roommates. Paul Allen was another one. And this guy here sweet talked his way. And now he became what he clearly wanted to be. Because y'all let it happen. Y'all let this idiot. Anyways. I never liked the Windows anyways. Windows, what's the computer gateway or whatever. Never liked those anyways. Those was a piece of crap anyways. So not that I got nothing against Paul Allen. Shout out to Paul Allen. Shout out to everybody, the real ones. But something's gonna happen to this fool. Because he thinks he's untouchable. It's funny. I guess that's it. I will be posting a video speaking about Project Bluebeam. The only reason why I wanted to go live today, I wanted to speak about false UFOs and Project Bluebeam, and I wanted to talk about this idiot here before I post what I'm about to post. I do believe in conspiracy theory. I do believe that the government does handle a lot of conspiracies. It's not a conspiracy when you see it right in front of your faces. All the hard evidence, including 9/11 and so on. But until these guys until the people start getting these people out from power, these people like him will remain destruction and chaos into this world. Now, I do believe in peace. I do believe in peace. I believe peace is a solution. This fool don't believe in it. I'm surprised this fool's even alive. Bill Gates, I'm surprised he's alive, walking around, because how is he alive and the guy and the CEO of healthcare or whatever got assassinated is what I want. But put two and two together. He's with them. He's with them. I want you guys to follow Laugh House Productions on all platforms. Appreciate you guys for viewing. Appreciate my supporters. I couldn't do it without you guys, for real. I'm serious. We almost have 500 subscribers. Hey, I'm supposed to have more, but I'm not. It is what it is. I'm just glad I got my YouTube channel back. I'm glad I'm able to build this channel back up. I was restricted for a while. They've taken this channel away from me. And I'm supposed to have over 200,000 subscribers from when I download the data. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. They playing around with my subscribers. It is what it is. It is what it is. But you guys are the energy, and you guys give me the strength. You guys give me the energy and the strength to speak out every day. For real. And I want to thank you guys. For real. Be sure to share, follow, like, comment, whatever. Remember, subscribe. It's free. Subscribe. That's all you got to do is subscribe. It's free. And like I said earlier, once this channel goes over 10,000, I promise y'all, you guys have my word, I will be giving $5,000 out. Plus prizes. For real. All you got to do is subscribe. It's free. Let's become a family. Let's become a union. Let's start building together. For real. And once we reach to a certain amount, because I want to reach over 5 million subscribers on YouTube. Why that number? I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for much. But reason why I want this channel to reach over 5 million subscribers, because I want you guys to have a voice as well. I want everyone on here to have a voice. This is J Laugh House Production. Salute. Peace and love. Till next time, tune in. Happy Friday, 2025. I'm telling y'all, there's a lot going down. There's a lot going down, man. For real. Be safe, be blessed, stay blessed, make every day count. For real. For real. Believe in yourselves, man. For real, believe in yourselves. I'm out.